Hey, what's going on, homies? It's your boy CGOD back in the place to be. So today we're gonna be hitting a little bit up on this caddy right here. I took the time the other day and I went ahead and aligned the bumper. I aligned those little crash bars. I don't know what you call those exactly. I went ahead and redid some of these the headlight trims. The grill was all types of wonk, so now it looks so much better. Everything is nice and squared out. But today, the main goal of the video is to rotate the tires, right, front to rear. Because if you come over here and take a gander at this side, starting to run through that edge, you know what I mean? So I want to swap these to the back before we run through them. Trying to get the car ready. My homie Freddie, his brother passed away recently, so we're trying to get him all ready for the funeral. But R.I.P. Jose Rodriguez. Got the Raiders out here just for that. But before we jump up into it, I got a new jack that Harbor Freight Jonathan. So we're going to use that to lift the front of the car up. And I do intend on lowering it. So first things first, probably pull the shocks out and undo the sway bar, and then we'll probably pop the upper ball joint to get them to drop down, and then from there we should be able to get the springs out to be able to cut it, because I want the car to sit a little bit more even. Right now, like, the front is really high, factory height. The back, I got a bunch of batteries and like the big C channel for the bridge and everything back there, so it's kind of weighed down. I used to have this jack in there as well as some of these boxes of flooring. You know, so that's how I had the rear drop down before. But we may end up doing the springs on the back of her too, just so that it's sitting right without all the extra weight. But for now, we just want to handle the front because that seems to be the most difficult. So let me go ahead and get her yacked up on some stands, and then we'll come back and take these D's off. Alright, compitas, easier said than done. But we got the chocks out. So basically the top, it has like a little slotted portion, so you can grab it, you know, like with a crescent wrench or something like that. Maybe some vice grips. But either way. And then it's got like this nut on it. But like I said, you're able to hold the shaft to get it loose, so that's cool. And then there's a couple of bolts that hold it on the bottom. We took our lead hammer. We beat the heck out of our D's to expose our chrome adapters. Shocks are out on both sides. So it appears as though the only thing left to do now is, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to drop one side of the sway bar, you know, whether it be right here or at the lower arm. I don't know which one will be easier. I'll take a look at that and find out. But we're pretty close to dropping the spring out. Aside from this, after we get the sway bars off, I might pull off the brake calipers, because this is going to try to come down hella, and I don't even want to look at those lower ball joints. So yeah, we're just going to do the upper and call it a day. So let me get to it. Well, damn, boys, that's hella spring. So basically, like we had said earlier, let me break down the process for you guys. Pop the shock out, as you can see there. After the shock, we took the sway bar off. And I had one of the sway bar links snap off. This one was really hard to get off, but it came off. The other side snapped off, so I went ahead and removed the entire sway bar. And then I removed the brake caliper. It's just chilling there. That's not the proper way to do that, but it is what it is, boys. 83 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham, the elegance, it's got it. So then we pulled off our nut from our upper control arm ball joint. And I've got these reusable cotter pins, so super duper easy to take apart. And yeah, after that, we separated the ball joint up top, used the jack underneath the control arm, then went ahead and laid it down. Just be very careful you don't damage those chrome adapters that are connected to the hub still. So we got these big old springs now, and I was thinking about cutting it about right here. You know what I mean? So we're going to take, what is that? Two coils off. Boom. And then we'll see how it sits after that. You know what I mean? I think it'd be alright. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Is it going to be too low? Is it not going to be low enough? Nobody knows. I'm going to get to cutting them, and I'll bring you guys back. And just make sure also that you cut them the same. So, I mean, I'm basically going off like factory measurements. And that's how I'm coming up with that idea. So, yeah. Man, y'all know what it is. Cut the 2 links off of them things. So let me show you guys how I get down. So this is all eyeball measurements, right? As you can see, this is the 2 coils, the very top ones, stacked on top, right? So you can see, cut basically identical. Here's the other 2, same deal. You know what I mean? It looks like maybe a millimeter or so over. But honestly, I had one side of the car that kind of sat higher, which is the driver's side. So the passenger side, or wait, yeah. Okay, so in the trunk, I got a bunch of weight, right? There's like batteries and all kinds of junk. But I put everything on this side of the trunk to kind of level her. So we're going to add it a little bit of height. The one that's just the tiniest bit, it's literally like that much, boys. Like that much taller is going to go on this side. And the shorter one on the driver's side. Wait. No, the opposite. Taller one's going to come over here, and the shorter one is going to come over here. Just barely anyways. But let's see how that drops us down. Hopefully at least a couple of inches. Should still be very drivable. Don't really want to do this again until we put hydraulics or whatever. So let me put it back together now. Yee. Alright, we're getting close to the finish line, my boys. So what we're doing right now is I'm yanking off the back wheels to go ahead and swap it over to the front. And then we can set the car down and see what we got height-wise. Hopefully it's decently low. We don't want it too high. We don't want it too low, obviously. But yeah, look right here, boys. Spaceship in it. What do you think about that, huh? Let me know down in the comments what y'all think. I'm going to go ahead and finish swapping these wheels over. Like I said, the only thing we got that we didn't put back was the sway bar. So we removed the sway bar links and the entire sway bar. So I don't know how that's going to be. Hopefully not too bad. Let me put it back together and we'll be golden. Alright, we got that thing all done up. Put some blocks of wood underneath. So hopefully we'll still be able to get the jack out. But basically, moment of truth time. Hopefully I can get her pretty decent here. See what she drops down to. Might be a little hard for you guys to see. Oh yeah, she's coming down. Ooh, that's looking sick. Let me see if I can get the jack out and then we'll get a better view of her. But so far it's looking clean. If we get the jack stuck, then I mean that's no good. Alright, cool, we were able to get the jack out. That's what's up. Alright, well, damn, there's a lot of bugs in here from the light being on. But yeah, after she settles down a little bit, I think it'll look minty. Let me see if we can get her to bounce a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. So I mean, like I said, I feel like it didn't drop down too terrible much. It's still going to be slightly lower in the back, which I'm cool with. For the front, I mean, I kind of just wanted to eliminate some of that gap. Now it looks player as heck. You can see that tuck poking out. Hopefully it's somewhat even. Let's do a little hand gap. About hand gap, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's about hand worths even. But yeah, after we take it off of the little blocks, then it should be a little bit more player. Yeah, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. But this is like the night before type stuff, so stay tuned. And I'll show you guys finished product right now. Well, there you have it. Got it outside the garage. Still haven't actually like driven the car, so the front may or may not go lower. The rear, it's got a little bit of weight back there, nothing too crazy, but it's definitely doing something. But yeah, there it is, lowered down now. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. I'll bring you guys right back. Alright, so I figured give you guys a nice little walk around out here in the wild. It's almost level. I could take some weight out of the trunk, but I don't really want to take weight out of the trunk. If anything, I might add some more. At one point, I had this thing tuck and wheel with enough weight back here, so I might do something like that again, you know what I mean? Need to do something with that fifth wheel. Need to get me a tag light for the fifth wheel so we could ride at night. But basically, that's what it's looking like. Ooh, that made it get hella dark. Look at that for the thumbnail. Damn, that looks killer, huh? On them Daytons, boy. Oh, it's upside down, but either way, peep them. Got the chrome peeking inside there. You can't even see it no more now that it's dropped. For some reason, the car no longer pulls. Before I lowered the front, it used to pull to the right real hard, and I don't know why. But it no longer really pulls that much. It does ride rather rough. If you hit like a big bump, I'm pretty sure it just smacks the bump stop. I think that's what I was feeling. But hey, for the little run around town whip, that thing is sick though. I say, man, the rear, the front now, it just looks pimping. I wish I could get it a little bit lower. With hydraulics, I'll be able to remove the bump stop and actually get the front to sit lower. Right now, we could probably even look in here. You could see, oh yeah, see, that'll do it. That right there. It's like almost on the bump stop. The car, for some reason, I feel like this side now went lower and it used to sit higher before. So I may have to rearrange some of the weight in the back, but you seen how close that bump stop was? If we look over here, you see there's just a tiny bit more space. You see that? The other side's like damn near touching, so that's pretty weird. Might try to shift some of the weight over in the back to get it sitting more level, but I'm pretty happy with it, you know, for a little rider. Because obviously, you know, we ain't got no juice, but at least now it looks like it's doing something. It looks like a spaceship out here, you know what I mean? That's crazy, boy. Let me try to get this thumbnail again. It's like too dark, though. There we go. Maybe. Either way, boys, that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys stayed tuned and watched the whole video. We got the front lowered. The rear is just weighted down. I may or may not cut the rear springs, but if I do cut them, it'll be to try to make it level, and then I'll weight it down from there, you know, so we're just rocking less weight basically. Because, you know, for whatever reason, if somebody really wanted to drive this car with it being slammed on the ground, you know, they're gonna have a fun time. But that's gonna be it, boys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. If y'all stayed this long in the video, hopefully you guys enjoyed the final outcome. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? Stay tuned. We got some more coming. Nah, I don't know about the lack. We got some stuff coming, you know what I mean? Like I said, we got the homie's funeral coming up, so I may or may not film for that. If you guys want, drop it down in the comments. Should be some low-lows out, you know what I mean? A little bit of low-rider content for you guys. Stay tuned. Later.